Today, the governors of Washington and Oregon promised they will continue to accept Syrian refugees despite a growing controversy.
There are now more than 25 governors who say refugees are not welcome out of concern ISIS terrorists could be among those coming to the U.S. Our Chris Woodard is here with more on this, which is dividing a lot of people.
Yeah, Dan, it's one of the most commented stories we've posted on the KOIN Facebook page. Very strong opinions here in the wake of Governor Brown's and Inslee's announcements today. So we wanted to know, how much power do the states actually have?
So we are going to continue to welcome those who seek refuge from persecution, regardless of where they come from.
Washington Governor Jay Inslee put his stance in simple terms during a morning call.
It is my belief that this is one of many moments where our national character is tested, and we should remain true to our fundamental values of being a beacon.
A few hours later, Oregon Governor Kate Brown spoke for her state in 140 characters on Twitter, writing, "Clearly, Oregon will continue to accept refugees. They seek safe haven, and we will continue to open the doors of opportunity to them." The reaction on our Facebook page came instantly, much of it negative. Anyone who agrees with the governor should open up your hearts and your door to the house and let these refugees stay with you. Oh yes, and maybe you ought to notify your next of kin, wrote Terry. Raina was supportive of the governor's stance, writing, "Denying refugees is penalizing people who have fled their homes and their lives under threat of great harm. With their families and the clothes on their back, punishing the displaced masses for actions of a few extremists is ridiculous under any circumstances." We wanted to know what this means for Oregon and Washington, with more than 25 other governors saying refugees are not welcome in their states.
Does that matter? Do they have a say?
Well, so I think it's a little bit complicated, but in general, this comes down to a question of state versus federal power. The federal courts have consistently said states, you don't have power to deal with immigration. That's a federal matter.
But some governors are now threatening to cut off services for refugees, making their states as unwelcoming as possible, raising another legal question.
The Supreme Court has basically put some limits on how much you can cut down on or eliminate benefits.
And we have more on what the state's role is in all of this, including a letter from Governor Kate Brown, answers to some frequently asked questions, and the data numbers of refugees currently in Oregon and Washington. All of that is at KOIN.com. Back to you.
Okay, Chris, thanks. And as he mentioned, this is a very hot topic on social media today. We want to know, what do you think is the right thing to do about the Syrian refugees? You can let us know by casting your vote in our new poll that's on KOIN.com.
And our